Rubber dubber ding dong. What did I say? I don't know.
What did you say?
I don't.
Something about ding dongs?
Land silent. Okay.
Something about creepers, beepers,
Rubber.
zeepers,
The creeps, the sweeps, the bleeps, and the.
Where did my pen go?
All right, we are live
I
on
found it.
the places to be live.
Are we live on all the places to be live? Is that what you just said?
Yes.
I wasn't paying attention. What?
Yeah.
All right, that'll happen.
Okay, episode 86, and just for you guys, this is our 100th recording, counting our current bonus episodes.
Oh my god!
What?
100 combo.
Combo breaker.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Breaker.
But this is 86, and we should start thinking about what we're gonna do for actual episode 100.
We got to plan out the week.
If we don't break up before then,
We're not gonna break
you
up.
never know what the future holds.
We're not gonna break up. We got to plan out. We got to find out what week that is. It's 14 weeks away.
Yep.
That's still quite a while.
Yeah.
It's 3 months.
Yeah.
Look at you, Mr. Math.
That's right. I'm Muggsy. I can help you speak different languages like French. Visu lam vum vi. Do you remember those commercials?
No.
Oh wow. Okay, that's just me. All right.
Yourself.
You guys are like, what the fuck is this cracker on?
Yeah, it's just you, and let's make it one less person.
Yeah. Okay. If you could erase that from my brain, I would be appreciative. All right. There's enough random shit floating around in there. That is one of them. I do not need it.
There are a lot of stickers on this table now.
Yeah, I like it. It's nice.
I keep meaning to bring more in.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was a good one. All right, well, are you guys ready to go then?
Did you pop the little knob with your dick again?
That wasn't me.
Okay.
No, that was, yeah.
Is that me?
That might have been PK.
Either way.
With
Either
the
way.
long schlong. All right, enough dick talk.
Okay. Episode 86. Let's do this. Talking about
Boobs.
All right. Here we go, everyone. Counting down in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another Brewnomics podcast, episode 86. I'm Jerry.
I'm Paula.
I'm Vic.
My name is William.
And this week, we're going to be talking about the most satisfying deaths in movies, according to Brewnomics. But we'll get there in a little bit. First, hope everybody's doing well. Is everybody doing well?
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm a
Doing
little
well.
stressed out from work, but tonight has been very liberating.
It's not always about you, Will. But good.
We're glad you're here. We missed,
Missed
you.
you.
We
It's
missed you.
it's already started. Wonderful. Missed
Had to
you guys
make up
too.
for it.
So much.
What's going on, man?
Oh, nothing, dude. I've just been working too many hours, too many stuff. I got to scale back at work, just so I can spend more time at home doing more creative things, spending more time with my family. But, dude, again, I am super happy to be back on for episode 86. This is going to be fun. We've got a couple of events going on coming up here. October 4th and 5th is the Oktoberfest at Prost. Prost.
Dude.
Roast.
I suck at it. We practiced this
Prost.
before this, and I screwed it up then. I'm going to screw it up now. Prost. We highlighted the awesome Oktoberfest that was at Das Alpenhaus this past weekend. It was amazing, and you should go check out the one next weekend at Prost. Following that, on October 12th, is the Hoptober Festival at Boise Brewing. That is going to be an awesome fresh hop beer festival if you are interested in going.
That's a great name.
It's probably the best name around for any kind of beer fest this time of year. And I think we're going to try and hit that up in a couple weeks.
If we can make it, we'll make it.
I know it's on my calendar. It's been on my calendar for a while. And then the other one that we just noticed, we get all of our news from Boise Beer Buddies, in terms of like the events. And if you are not a Boise Beer Buddies card holder, you are just doing yourself a disservice. You are paying more for beer than what you should, because this is a discount card. It costs $20 a year, and you can get usually about 10% off a beer, or more in some cases at almost every single venue in the Boise area. So if you do not have one, again, you're missing out. Not a sponsor. We just really, really like their product, so we're going to tell you about it. But what we just learned from them is on the October 26th, so that's 4 weekends, almost from when we're recording this, there is a grilled cheese and beer festival, and this is going to be at Cecil D. Anders Park.
Cecil.
Cecil. Yeah. Again, bad with names, but that's okay. So all of those events are coming up.
Here for you, Idaho. Don't worry.
Look out for them, and maybe you'll catch us there.
Awesome.
Thank you, Will.
Yeah.
All right. Time for a beer, because I definitely need one after that. I don't know about you guys.
Well, how many names I already screwed up? I definitely need a drink. What do we got here, Jerry?
So we're going to start off with an Oktoberfest, since it's that time of year. This is the Paulner München one of the classics. We didn't have it last year on our Oktoberfest episode, though, so that's going to be nice to have kind of a traditional Oktoberfest Marzen. The secret behind Paulner's excellent taste and unwavering quality are locally sourced ingredients and a tradition of craftsmanship that has been passed down and perfected by our dedicated brewmasters since 1634. Here in Munich, Paulner beer is not a mere product. It's a matter of the heart. Of course, brewed in accordance with the Bavarian purity law, as you'd expect.
As you would expect.
It doesn't say what the ABV is on the bottle, so I'm not sure. Oktoberfest tend to sit anywhere from like 4.8 to 6%.
What do we got on our stats here, either PK or Vic?
Oh yeah, so Untapped has it sitting at 5.8%.
5.8%.
Yeah,
Found it.
it's got
It's on the bottle.
20 IBUs. It's got an average rating of a 3.66, derived from about 92,000 ratings. This beer is available all year round due to its popularity, which is pretty cool.
Is it really?
Yeah.
A year-round Oktoberfest.
That's pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
You can have an Oktoberfest whenever you want with this beer.
Well, and at 5.8% alcohol and 20 IBUs, that's just a super drinkable balance as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely, man.
I haven't had this one. I'm excited to try it.
It's super caramely.
I love this time of year, man. It's like my favorite beers. I love Oktoberfest. I love just fall beers. They get a little bit heavier, a little bit darker, crazy robust flavor profiles.
They're all nums.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. It's my favorite time of year too.
Get so fat so easily from all the great beer. It's dangerous. It's a good Oktoberfest.
It's cold outside.
So it's at a 3.66.
Yep. 92,000 ratings almost.
And I think this one, I don't know, where'd you pick it up, Paul? Probably Brewers Haven.
At the Brewers Haven.
I think you could pick it up at a fair amount of places. If they've got a decent beer selection and they're going to have Oktoberfest, there's a chance you're going to have this. Definitely at the Haven Co-op.
Pollender's pretty widespread.
Yeah.
I mean,
they've been around since 1634.
Yeah.
Over 200 years longer than our country's been a country.
Yeah, this beer is it's older than the U.S., kicking ass.
So rate it. What do you guys think? Let's start with Paula. This beer is almost the same color as you. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
beautiful.
It's more translucent. But...
True. Can't see through you.
You sure?
See through this beer. But if you were liquefied, it's still beautiful.
Well, thank you.
I'll get you guys
like this beer.
You like it inside you. I get it.
Picture
I
here.
do want it inside me, yeah.
I think it's aptly rated. 3.66. I would give it 3.5. It's just super just like well on the point, like it's just like I want 6 of these and then I might want 4 more.
Yeah, absolutely. It's super drinkable, man. At 5.8%, you don't even get that. It's smooth on a Sunday.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Agreed. Incredibly drinkable. I think I might I like the maltiness to this. I really like the color. It's the epitome of what an Oktoberfest should be. I'm gonna give it a 3.75.
Ooh.
I'm gonna agree right with you, Jerry. 3.75. So much drinkability. I'm gonna kill this here if I'm not careful.
Oh yeah, I could slam a 6 of these way too easily.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely regret it because there's some sweetness in these, so the hangover is real.
Yeah, you're gonna feel a little bloat. I
Mhm.
would guess. Make sure you drink water with it or whatever. If you're out there like doing any kind of physical activity, if you're sitting there watching football, more power to you. Just have the ice chest right next to you. That way you don't have to get up.
Game on. Yeah, if I were to rate this, and I am, I'm gonna give this a 3.75 as well. Dude, just drinkability, tastes fantastic, color. This is my favorite time of the year. I just want to echo that, just what Jerry was saying earlier. It's delicious, and I'm excited.
And then not just the beer, how good it gets, but the fashion too, right? Especially men's fashion. Get to start breaking out all the dope jackets and sweaters and scarves. And
Oh, totes. I was thinking
about
about that.
I'm about it.
I was thinking about that today. I was like, nah, it's gonna break out my winter wardrobe.
Hell yeah, it's
gonna
gonna
be
look
good.
good.
Yeah.
Layer it up, make everything look nice and little subtle colors, accenting everything. Yes.
If there were news time, a fast food restaurant that has not come to Idaho that I wish would, there are a few of them. But one is White Castle.
Yes.
I would love to try a real White Castle burger. Fascinated by the way they're made, and I love sliders.
You can get them at Walmart in the
Yeah,
frozen
yeah,
food,
but I want like
but
a
it's not,
real
it's
one.
not the
I want
same.
a real one.
It's not
Yeah.
fresh. It's not
Especially-
live.
Yeah, it's that live one. You're supposed to get that fresh pickle chip slice on there too,
Mm,
which I'm sure takes it to the H&L. You definitely can't do that on some frozen burger that you
You're right.
put in the microwave.
absolutely
or
right.
skillet. So, but they are partnering with Weyerbacher Brewery out of the East Coast and to make its own beer. So there's going to be a White Castle signature beer at all of their restaurants, kind of like how Shake Shack has it,
Oh.
and then Wahlburgers have as well. The first one's going to be a Kolsch, has not been named yet, but it's their pilot beer, and apparently they're going to make a whole series of White Castle beers. For their
Are they all going to
restaurants.
give me the runs just like the burgers or no?
Have you ever had their burgers?
I
The
have a
real,
couple
like
times.
real ones,
Yeah.
and they made you all.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't. My stomach. It didn't agree with my stomach.
Hmm.
I was,
Dude, I've seen you slam an entire Little Caesars pizza by yourself, and you're telling me you can't eat White Castle?
Oh, I'm not saying that the Little Caesar pizza didn't screw me up as
fuck you
well.
up either.
I'm just saying I chose to do that, and I would repeatedly choose to do that.
But no, I can do that, man. I can fuck up sliders. I don't know what it is. Just
Yeah?
a tiny little burger. It just makes me feel so powerful.
Well, and the roll that they serve it on is kind of like a sweet Hawaiian roll kind of thing. So it's almost like a burger on a donut.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds
I mean,
great.
honestly, so I don't know. Something about that weird combination just makes me percolate a little differently.
Sure, each to their own, man.
But yeah, like you were saying, I have to say if I had to choose a particular type of Little Caesars pizza, I would totally choose the pretzel crust pizza that has
Wait,
the
I wasn't
cheese whiz sauce on
That's
it.
fine. That's not important.
No, it's
Little
not- it's not
Caesars
important.
beer.
It's a straight heart attack.
There should
Yeah.
be. I could talk to Mr. Illich
Well,
or his son, I guess.
okay, but it's not. I mean, I imagine you can sit down at a White Castle. You can't really sit down at a Little Caesars. They're like, come in, get your pizza, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
It depends on what
Get
menu.
the fuck out of our pizza establishment.
Give me your Lincoln and get the fuck out. We have 4 chairs in here. 4.
And this fat ass is taking up 2 of them. So, you know how
You forgot about the little match game too. That's like Simon, but it's like spread across. It's like it's not in a circle.
Uncharted, the movie,
Yeah, it has a new director, right?
it does have a new
Yeah.
director. Still hasn't been rewritten. And they're saying they're going to rewrite it, but they did find a director, as in Travis Knight, or maybe it's pronounced Knigget. Travis
Yes.
Knigget.
It's Night with a K.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There you
Yeah.
A hard G
Hard G.
in there. Knigget.
Knigget.
He was
And
the
you give me
director.
so much shit for messing up Idaho names. Look at you.
Yeah, but I do it on purpose.
Yeah.
There's a difference. He directed Bumblebee.
He did.
I
Yes.
couldn't really tell what else he directed, but so we went from Dan Trachtenberg, who was going to be okay, to this guy that did Bumblebee, and they're still rewriting it. Do you guys think there's any hope for this movie to still be good?
I think when Dan Trachtenberg decided to leave the project for creative differences, to me that said that Sony wanted a very particular type of movie, and I don't really have that much interest in seeing.
It's not just that. Trachtenberg was like the third director to leave, so Knight's like director number 4, and this is going to be the fifth set of screenwriters for the movie also. So it's not like it's just directorial disputes. It's going on with the writing as well.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
That's a lot of over
I really
for
trust
one movie. It's not like these have been tryouts
Trachtenberg.
or auditions. These have been 5 different groups of writers that have been hired, and then the 4th director that's been fucking hired. So that always is just hi.
I really
be
trust
good.
Trachtenberg. I
Well,
do.
he's out, so it doesn't matter.
And he's out now, so that's why I'm like,
Yeah. So I just IMDb'd him. He's a fairly new director, but I do like what he's doing. He did direct Kubo and the Two Strings.
Oh, that's
Oh, wow.
amazing.
Also did Bumblebee. He's slated to do Uncharted here and the $6 Billion Man. Which is I remember, I think we talked a long time ago about some project like that coming out. But yeah, he's definitely got that sort of whimsical, tells a really fantastic, tight story. I think I'm excited to have him on this Uncharted project if it ever gets off the ground.
No shit, right? Apparently Tom Holland's still attached too, so
That's good.
I'm not saying it can't be good. I'm just holding my reservations. I'm not going to get hyped up on this movie at all.
Yeah.
know how we were pretty hyped about Jonah Hill joining the Batman?
The Batman.
The Batman?
I don't know if this is true, but I did see multiple news outlets saying that he was now holding out and may not do the movie, the picture, as it were, unless he gets a big salary bump. He wants like double what Pattinson's making.
And Pattinson's only made probably $2 million.
I have no idea.
I remember reading something about that, and I think Pattinson's salary is sitting around $2.5 million.
That's pretty low.
And so well, honestly too, that's kind of how it goes with these superhero movies. I think Bale made less than $5 million for the Batman.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't make. Yeah, he is not making a lot of money.
Robert Downey Jr.,
who commands absurd,
who makes
absurd
like
levels of
$42
cash.
million a movie.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Could you imagine? I wish I could be like, oh, only $2 million. What a low payday.
Right? Yeah.
Oh darn.
Yucks.
Maybe he's getting like a percentage cut or something.
Almost, he's got some sort of
But
back end
that's
deal
interesting.
for
Jonah
sales.
Hill, I wonder why he's. If one, I don't know if this is true. Maybe it's not, because I have, you always read shit how fast shit circulates online that you read and don't know if it's true or not. So maybe it's not true, but I guess we'll see.
I guess we'll
But
find
even
out.
that's the case, $4 million. It seems like he's worth that to do Penguin.
Well, and
So
yeah,
I say just give the man $4 million and move on.
sure, yeah, but
Yeah.
what's the deal? Who's he gonna be? A lot of speculation is either the Riddler or the Penguin.
Sure.
And I think, he's good either way. But if he's the Penguin, he's gonna have to undergo a lot of costume stuff and maybe put on a boatload of weight again. Or
Which, if
wear a
that's
fat
the
suit.
case, and I'm him, I'm definitely saying you're gonna fucking pay me more.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, I get that.
That would be how I would rationalize
Especially when
it.
when you're dealing with Hollywood numbers. That's really, if we're only going from 2 to 4 million.
Mhm.
I can't say I wouldn't make that same argument.
Right, yeah. And then it's interesting, would Pattinson argue for more? I'm like, I'm the fucking Batman. And
I am the titular character, motherfucker.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
What's up with that?
Nice.
Speaking about paying people for good superhero movies, Marvel decided to come around with Sony and Spider-Man.
Oh, are we talking about that now?
Yeah, I figured it was a good transition, segue, all that kind of stuff.
As good a time as any, I suppose.
Yeah, so they're gonna do a third.
Save it for the end. But
Whatever. They're gonna do a third Spider-Man movie, and they're gonna also have one more appearance in a Marvel
guy.
Jerry, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to do this news segment. Come on. I don't mess with yours. They're going to do one more appearance in a Marvel film, and then the third Spider-Man Homecoming film is what Marvel is going to be involved with, at least at this point. It's just a 2-film contract, and it doesn't necessarily have to come in Phase 4. It could come after that.
I think 2 films would be fine because that's enough knowing going into that's what you're working with. You can wrap it up nicely.
Yeah.
Do we know the details dollar bill wise, residual wise? Who's making what? Who's paying what? I saw something that was Sony gets 25% of the profits, but they still have to pay for production as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much of the production or what exactly.
From what I remember on the early talks of, when there were rumors going around if a deal was to be made, the last deal was like 10%, Marvel, 90% Sony. The new deal was supposed to be more like a 70-30, even though Marvel wanted kind of a 50-50.
Oh, yeah. The deal Sony slid Marvel, like when Vic and I talked about it on the podcast, was ambitious.
Yeah.
It was like, obviously we know we're going to, but when they talk about shooting high for the negotiation starts,
they shot high.
Oh yeah. They were like saying, we'll maybe give you 15 and, percent return. And Marvel was like, nope, we want at least half.
Yeah.
And 70-30, I think is where it kind of came out, but we don't know for sure. There were no definite numbers when this deal was announced. So I don't know. For
but
whatever
at least
it's
we
worth.
get some closure, though. That's good.
Yeah.
So
So
know
that
that it's going to happen.
definitely just means that Tom Holland's going to die at some point in the next couple of movies.
I don't know if that's necessarily the case. There was a quote from Kevin Feige saying something about multiverses, and so if I had to guess anything, it would be more that in order to figure out the deal with Spider-Man keeping his identity more of a secret again, Doctor Strange may play a role in somewhat of the next movie, and he might go off into a different multiverse, which could be the Sony multiverse, in which case then they could finally have their Sony Spider-Man movies that are within the Sony Spider-Man universe.
That's
Guess
an
that's a way
interesting
to
call.
do it.
Yeah. I could see
there's a quote that was kind of leading in that direction. So I don't know. That's my best guess.
It's a good guess.
We'll see what the future holds.
Yeah. What else you got, Jerry?
So we talked a while. I can't remember if it was last podcast or the one before. We were talking pretty heavily about Crisis.
Oh yeah, on Infinite Earths.
Yep.
The whole CW
With the Flareoverse.
Yeah.
And what's up with Michael Rosenbaum?
What's up with that?
He's not going to do it.
No.
And apparently he was saying he was like at the hospital with his grandfather in Florida, and they called him and they're like, we don't know what we're going to do with you yet. We just know we want you to be a part of it. We're going to pay you just slightly above scale, and we need an answer right now. And he was just like, I've got to I can't, no. Just got too much other shit going on right now. That's just not going to cut
You can't drop everything.
So it makes perfect sense from his angle as to why he's not going to be on there. But now we know he's not going to be.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
a little sad about it.
Me too. Well, I mean, they had nothing to negotiate or bargain with. They came out with like no actual dates, no script, no like really, really low pay. And just
Hey, do it.
Hey, do it. We want you
You know?
to. The people would want you to. I'm like, yeah, they would, but you guys are not giving me any carrot to really want to be a part of this. So plus he's essentially dead on Smallville. So it's like
Yeah, that'd be a weird continuity thing floating around with that.
Yeah, I mean, if they're rolling with Kingdom Come, they could probably find some way to like sneak him in there for sure.
Well, that's the fun thing about
sense
Crisis
it.
on Infinite Earth is you can do literally whatever you want.
Oh, absolutely.
But
yeah.
still. Not with Michael Rosenbaum.
No, and that was like the thing with Crisis on Infinite Earths. Like it was their way, the DC universe, to clear cut like the DC universe because there were so many characters, and like we got to pare this down a little bit. So everyone's dying. It's kind of fun, but we did get to see Brandon Routh in his Kingdom Come Superman outfit.
Looks great.
Looks fucking awesome, dude.
He
I am
looks amazing.
super stoked about that. He looks straight out of the Alex Ross.
It
fucking
is.
Kingdom Come
He really
bug.
does, and just how much he embodies Christopher Reeve is. Oh, it's beautiful.
fucking
man.
awesome.
It's great.
I
Yeah.
heard somebody say that they would really like to see a Dark Knight Returns version of Batman with Michael Keaton and him playing Brandon Routh playing Superman in that.
Oh hell yeah!
Holy
That'd be
shit,
amazing,
dude. I would love that. That'd be
Yeah, that'd be
fantastic.
awesome.
Sign me up.
Um,
So speaking of dying, because somebody said that earlier.
Yeah.
Sean Bean just did an interview with the Sun.
Like
and
The Chicago Sun Times?
no, just the Sun,
Okay, cool.
the actual Sun
Oh,
that orbits
gotcha.
this planet.
Big ball of fire.
This planet orbits.
We orbit the sun.
Yeah.
conversation
That
was
was the first
probably
time.
pretty one-sided.
But they were talking about all the times he's died and how he hasn't in a while. And he said he's actually turned down and will probably continue to turn down any role or script he's been given where his character dies.
Sean Bean specifically, huh?
Sean Bean specifically.
Just tired of dying.
The last time he died was actually Game of Thrones, 2011. So it's been quite a while.
Interesting.
Mhm.
2007, huh?
Yeah, 2011.
Oh, 11. Okay.
Did I say 7?
I would.
It doesn't
maybe.
matter. How many times has he died on screen, small or big? Trivia time. Trivia.
I'm gonna
time.
guess 7.
7. All right.
That's where I'm putting my number.
What do you think, Vic?
Oh, man, I don't know. 10 times.
10 times. What do
PK, you got a vote in this?
you think, Paul?
8.
Damn, you guys are way undershooting it. 21.
What?
First time was in 1988 in some movie I forgot about. But yeah, 21 times.
Jesus.
In real life, so far he has died 0 times.
I was
Well,
gonna say,
yeah.
you know,
Oh,
you
amazing.
you
Wow.
averaged out his real life versus his screen time. I think we're closer.
It's still 0. Anything divided by 0. So yeah, we may never see Sean Bean die again until he dies.
Until yeah, I don't know. Speaking about bringing characters back, though,
What?
please watch our YouTube and our Instagram videos. This is hilarious if you are watching them. If not,
Just move
you're
on.
just missing out on with that awesome silence there.
Just move on.
Jeff Goldblum, Laura Dern, Sam Neill are all penned to return for the new Jurassic World, the
Oh,
third
shit.
movie. Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
That's awesome. I'm
That
super.
actually makes me more excited because I was so bummed after the last movie.
I was
Yeah.
pretty bummed too. It was pretty predictable. But I just showed you guys tonight the new short from director of the third film, Kevin Trevorrow. He made a little
Kevin,
short.
what?
I don't know, Trevorrow.
There you go.
Yeah. He made a short called Battle at Big Rock. So go out there and find that on the YouTubes. It's out there. It's fun. It's like 8 minutes long.
Definitely watch it. Oh my gosh. I haven't seen a movie short that was this much fun since like Punisher Dirty Laundry
Ooh,
with
yeah.
Tom Jane. Also YouTube that if you haven't. But yeah, this one I'm glad you showed me that, Will. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to spoil it, but small family camping and then dinosaurs.
Yeah. Dinosaurs are on the mainland now. So, that's going to be the big theme of the third movie, which I'm guessing is how they kind of rope those 3 main characters in.
Sure.
And I don't know, it now that they're on the mainland, and it kind of sucks that we had to sacrifice the second movie to make that happen.
Yeah.
But now that they are, like, they can take the franchise in whatever direction they want.
That's true. That does open up quite a bit.
Yeah, because now you don't have like the awkwardness of how do you get these characters back to the island, and or creating new characters that you have to care about only to want to kill them off. So
Interesting.
Cool.
Super cool.
yeah, the only other thing I got with that
What
it relating to Jurassic Park news is that Samuel Jackson, who's in the first Jurassic Park, if you remember, he did get killed.
He did.
Sadly. Yeah. His voice is going to be added to Amazon Alexa
I
later
heard
this
that,
year.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, for $1, for 99 cents. you
I
can
would
get-
buy that in
you
a
can get
heartbeat.
Sam Jackson's voice as Alexa's voice.
I would buy an Alexa and I would buy that
And
right now.
there will be an explicit option available.
Goddamn right there is.
Yeah.
As long as I could just have it say like motherfucker.
I was gonna say,
it's
yeah.
Sam Jackson.
It's hey Alexa, what's the weather like today? It's sunny, motherfucker.
Exactly.
yeah.
God damn.
That's gonna be great,
Can
right?
can
I
I
just-
rename the Alexa to be Sam so I can then just call it Sam
You can
Jackson?
call Alexa.
might,
You can
yeah.
change Alexa to whatever you want.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus
you can
Christ.
create your own trigger word for it. It doesn't have to be Alexa.
It could
Sells
be
itself.
pineapple. it can be your safe word.
Sells
Man, but that would be
itself.
so much fun. Can you just imagine if there's some bit of it too where you're like, "Hey Sam, what's the weather like today?" So I'm sorry, what? Say what again, motherfucker? I dare you. That one.
I dare you. I double dog dare you.
Just have your Alexa go off on you as Sam Jackson. That'd be awesome.
Dude, that would be great. Or you just set an alarm, just Sam Jackson waking you up every day. God damn, that's great. Yeah.
I said
yeah.
get up.
Get up, motherfucker. It's a tasty burger.
Love it. Yeah, that's rad, man.
Bacon
Right
and
on.
cheese royale. All right. Well, speaking of food and things to ingest into our bodies, what Jerry, you poured us another beer. What is this one?
I did pour us another beer. It's the time of year, the great beer we get, Oktoberfest and fresh hop beers. A lot of fresh hops. So on these next few episodes, you'll probably see a fair amount of Oktoberfest and fresh hop beer. So you're welcome in advance, listeners and viewers and sexy Brutane clan members. This is from Crux. It is called Pertnear. P-E-R-T. Near. N-E-A-R. Fresh hop IPA. We love brewing with fresh hops, so in anticipation of the first centennials coming off the vine, we got a head start and brewed this IPA so it would be ready to be wet hopped as soon as we got the call from Gail at Goshi Farms. It's Pert Near, the first fresh hop beer you'll enjoy this season while waiting for us to brew up a few more.
Oh, that's interesting.
So the freshest of the fresh hops.
Yeah.
And Crux is out of
They're
Bend,
Oregon.
Oregon.
Yep. Bend.
What do you got on Untapped?
Thick. What do I have? So this is 6.9% alcohol by volume, 50 IBUs, 3.72 average rating derived from about 1,300 ratings on the old Untapped. Yeah, that's what I got.
All right. I thought it'd have more check-ins than that.
Yeah, interesting.
All right.
PK, what do you think of this beer?
It's tasty. It's I don't know, this type, this type of the season. It's just you taste that freshness. It's very welcoming. She holds me, and I like it.
Yeah, it's not very aromatic. I'm not getting a lot off that. It is super refreshing though.
Which is it's extremely smooth and crisp. While this fresh hop, I kind of feel like is thicker, but I'm guessing that has to do something with it being 6.9%
Well,
ABV.
Centennial's a big fat hop.
Yeah,
but
it is.
it's also not super aromatic, but it is very flavorful. So it makes
Mhm.
sense as to why you're not going to get that super big danky smell to it, but you still get a huge taste profile.
Yeah.
I dig this a lot. I think it's super yum yums in my tum tums.
Absolutely.
Good balance. I like the almost 7%, 6.9 at 50 EBUs. Good balance. Good balance. 3.72, aptly rated. I'm going to go another 3.75 right here.
Noise. Yeah, I'm gonna double down with you, man. 375 easy. It's smooth, really drinkable. I don't get any sort of booziness quality at all. Yeah, all day. Love it. Love the redrinkability on this.
So I think that's interesting, and this one maybe not at 6.9%, but how sometimes we don't taste booziness in beer, and I think that's just us. I was
Oh.
out a few weeks ago at a brewery with my boss. Actually, it's kind of strange, but we were drinking some really good beer, and I got one that was like, I want to say it was like 9.9, 10%, super heavy. But I thought it was really smooth, and I was like, "This is amazing." There's like no alcohol to this whatsoever at 9.9. I feel like I could drink this all day. And he took a sip. He's like, "I felt like I just got slapped in the mouth with alcohol. How is that not boozy?" And I'm like, "Shit."
Because your balls didn't drop
Because
yet?
no, he was drinking like regularly, like 7.5, 8% beer, but he was like, "There's booze in that." And I'm just like, "Oh,
Because he hasn't lost his virginity yet?
maybe." No, we're just hard, man.
I mean, this is an opportunity for us to crap on Jerry's boss as opposed to Jerry being
It's
able
not
to say
that.
anything.
It's just saying.
No.
I
And
think
it-
sometimes we think there's not booziness there when there is, just because we're used to these higher alcohol.
Yeah,
flavors here.
exactly.
I think I do agree with you. That's probably more it.
We're just accustomed to it. Like, oh, it's just a thing that we don't really notice anymore. It's sort of like you see your face in the mirror so many times, you kind of forget, like, it's just what you look like.
Forget how fucking handsome you are.
Some days, yeah. What are you gonna do?
Every day I forget how handsome I am.
But yeah, but
You're very
it's a
handsome.
that's why it's good to drink with a good differential amount of people, just because everybody's palates are different and everybody picks up new things. So it just kind of it's a good way to keep reminding you.
What would you rate this beer?
375. That's what I said. Yeah.
What would you rate this beer?
I'm gonna go 4.25. I love this beer.
Damn.
Wow.
This beer is great. It is so smooth and at being that 6.9. Like I've had other fresh hops recently, fresh hop beers, just because tis the season, and yeah, I gave one a 4.0 recently, and if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know which one that is. But this one beats it out, hands down. It's better, and it's probably not as fresh. That being said, so because this has probably been out for like maybe a week, maybe two, as opposed to the other one. So yeah, 4.25. This one's great. If you can find this, the Crux Fresh Hop IPA, go out and get it. Bring it home, put it in your belly.
It says this was canned on 8/29, so it's actually almost a month old exactly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. That to me that's even more impressive.
Paula, what do you rate it?
3.75.
All right. Good rating. Good beer. Right on.
Cool.
Right on.
Yep.
Right
Yeah.
on.
Yep.
Right on. Do you guys have any other news?
I'm out.
You want to hear some wrestling news?
Do it, man.
I just think it's exciting. Big changes in the wrestling world are happening this week, this very week. This week we're living in currently.
No,
This week,
this week.
Well, that's amazing.
unless you're catching up.
We're living it.
The $1 billion, yes, I said billion with a B, SmackDown and Fox deal is officially happening this Friday.
It's October 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it's going to be on Friday on Fox instead of Tuesdays on USA for the first time. Well, I think ever that it's been on Fox. I think The Rock's going to be there. That's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Stone Cold's going to be there.
Stone Cold, Brock Lesnar. They're talking about, I think Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair might be there.
I think
Maybe
you're
they're just
right.
on Raw. But it's going to be a big deal. They're going to make way more of an actual sports aspect to it. They're actually going to have, like how Fox has like their NFL fantasy show. They're going to do kind of a similar thing, but with wrestling. But then it's finally the official launch of AEW as well. They are October 3rd or October 2nd, Wednesday.
What is AEW?
It stands for All Elite Wrestling. It is the new biggest wrestling promotion in the world next to WWE. So they're on Wednesdays, and then WWE to compete is moving NXT from the WWE Network, which was kind of like their developmental program, to USA Network. So we're going to have pretty much Wednesday Night Wars for wrestling, like we did back in the 90s with Monday Night Wars when it was in its absolute heyday.
That's pretty
cool.
rad.
So it's a very important week for wrestling.
So
Like it's literally a historic week for wrestling potentially.
So Wednesday, USA is the NWE
It's
and
NXT
NXT. Sorry,
from WWE. So it's their
And-
new like third brand. That was a developmental brand that's brought up into a full legit brand now.
and then also on Wednesdays is
On TNT,
on TNT.
we're getting
Okay.
AEW, which is All Elite Wrestling.
And then,
Wednesday Night Dynamite.
Wednesday Night Dynamite.
and then Fridays on Fox is the SmackDown, and then of course
Mhm.
you always
got
still have Monday Night Raw.
Yep. Longest running episodic TV show in history.
That'll be interesting. The whole Friday Monday thing, especially once they deal more, kind of down the line.
So it's literally every other day of the week is wrestling now.
Yeah, you're gonna go insane, aren't you?
Oh, maybe. And that's that. But another wrestling show, Impact,
Oh, there's another one.
There's a lot.
which is a big one. Mark Cuban's company Access just bought them. And so now on Access on Tuesday nights, there's going to be a big old Ring of Honor show. So you literally watch pro wrestling if you have cable TV Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. And then there
Awesome.
will be wrestling shows on Tuesday and Wednesday on both that are like new style shows as well. So it's like a 5-day-a-week event now.
So like Thursday's got to be your
Not
catch
to
up
mention
day.
the pay-per-views on Saturdays and Sundays that
Damn.
you get.
Well, I'm actually curious. What does that do to WWE's network streaming service?
They're actually going to
It's-
restructure the network streaming service.
Okay.
That's crazy. A whole other conversation. We're
Sure.
gonna get. So in the beginning of 2020, they're actually going to have a tiered one to where they're going to have like their $9.99 base service, which is kind of what they have now. You'll get some original programming, a little bit of the back catalog, and then the live pay-per-views. And then there's another tiered streaming service where it's way more of the back catalog and the vault. And then they're even talking about bringing on other indie wrestling promotions. So they're working with a couple promotions out of Mexico. There's even talk about them working with no Lucha, probably not Lucha Underground,
God, that'd be
but
great,
Ring of
though.
Honor instead of, because Impact's kind of doing their thing. So potentially Ring of Honor and even New Japan, to where you can pay like $15 a month and then have crazy access to not just WWE.
Only for an extra
But,
$5?
yeah,
Yeah,
and then a
that's not
whole bunch
bad.
of other wrestling content way outside of that too,
Cool.
in a whole bunch of different countries. So there's never been a better time on earth to be a wrestling fan.
Well, there you go, man.
Where we are.
World's come
currently.
back around. Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
but specifically this week, it is a big deal.
Nice.
And I'm really excited to see how it goes. So thanks for sitting through that.
That was Jerry's Wrestling Corner.
Yeah, Jerry's Wrestling Corner.
Yay.
Ding ding.
Ding.
I'll have to make a bumper for that. That'd be funny. Oh, sorry about that.
Just
All right.
break it out every now and then.
Oh, I totally will.
Absolutely. So can we take a quick break?
Yeah,
I think let's do that
Wise.
real quick. And then we're going to get back and move on to our topic, talking about our most satisfying movie deaths.
All right. Coming back.
We need to get some more bumpers too, huh?
Oh, yeah. I've just been recycling for the last bit.
Some of them were good, though. I forgot about the Idaho's flag designed by a woman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I found this deal with Sean Bean dying. Apparently, he's the fourth most killed person.
I thought that was so cool. I loved it.
Yeah, it was a little late, but yeah.
So John Hurt's number one, huh? And Bela Lugosi is
Four-
number two.
43 movie deaths by
amazing.
John Hurt. He's got over 120 movies. He's died 43 times.
Why am I not being able to picture this guy in my head?
John Hurt.
Have you seen V for Vendetta? Have you seen V for Vendetta?
Yeah.
He's the chancellor.
Hold up.
Not coming to mind. Anybody else?
Yeah, he looks like
Oh my god, he's been in so many fucking things. He's a great actor.
I'm sure that as soon as I see him, I'll be like, oh, that guy.
Oh, absolutely.
That guy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
Okay.
"Oh, that guy."
Hellboy's dad.
Oh yes, there you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Also died.
Also died.
Yeah, he's in Doctor Who. He was Merlin. Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Instagram. I'm gonna finish
You
this,
know-
come back.
He was also in the first Alien,
He was, yeah. He's had the alien come
and he died in Alien.
Mazama's watching us.
Who?
Mazama.
Mazama Brewing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Hi,
cool.
Mazama.
What up? Cheers.
I'm gonna end it real quick though.
Yeah, we're gonna bring you back right as soon as we get out of our break.
Come back. Love you.
Like 5 minutes.
Mazama, my girlfriend. That's what I was watching. Oh, thanks guys. Really appreciate it. Well, I'm gonna end this and come back if you don't mind, just because Instagram. You need to get out.
No, not really. I'm not in a hurry, if that's what you mean. Oh, wow, my voice changed there. That was weird.
Said, thank you for watching and listening. You trying to get out this way? Might be.
No, I'm
Might be,
not
might
in
be.
any hurry. I'm fine. How you been, dude? You're pretty quiet this last thing. I feel bad. Like I feel like I was talking on like the events and news.
Oh yeah, it's all good, dude. I just wasn't interested in any of it. I wasn't just tired. But yeah, if I would have put 2 cents in, I would have.
If we're not broadcasting anywhere, man, how are you and
I'm
Kat?
still on Facebook and YouTube.
All right.
We're good.
Good.
We're good. You're doing well.
Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook.
I don't know how long Facebook lasts, but it's longer than Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram's like 40 minutes.
Yeah. But, gives us time to catch up, chit chat. So you're doing good? You got moving to an apartment here on the 14th, right?
15th. Yeah.
15th.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's fun. It's no longer. I just had to do something. I couldn't wait on June, my coworker, anymore. They wanted to get a house, and I was like, "This is taking forever, guys. You guys are picky as fuck. I'm spending app fees, and you guys are complaining about not spending or not finding a house quickly without spending app fees." And I'm like, "Listen, money's money. I get it."
Yeah, but
I didn't
like you guys take your sweet time being picky while we have a place, and I'm not wasting money anymore.
But yeah, it works out. Got my own place. Kat and I actually got our own place. It's a bedroom downtown.
Oh, really? You and her
North
did?
Endish,
Or-
yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that. Is she fine to take that on herself from her after you move out?
Well, no, she and I got together, run the lease together. Wait, what?
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 What? So you got your place with Kat?
Yeah.
And now you're moving out of no.
I'm with Ben and Jamie right now. I've been staying with Ben and Jamie. For a month.
Oh, so your roommate and the other thing, you basically said, dude, peace out. I'm gonna room with my girlfriend.
Well, I'm with Ben and Jamie. Yeah, so it doesn't matter because they're
Yeah, they're being
them.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, good. I mean, that's super nice of them, but oh, we should turn on the fan. I apologize.
Did you fart?
No,
Oh.
I didn't fart, but it's just hot.
Did you fart?
No,
Did you fart, Will?
I have control over
Did
my
you
sphincter.
fart?
But Will,
I have well control.
Hey, it's okay.
I'm not even gonna
Like
like,
vape a little bit more, just to.
dude. If there's something that you're smelling that's odd in here, I'm sorry I can't take credit for it. But no, I did not fart.
It's smegma.
Dude, I don't know about you guys, but like, there's been random times, dude. That QEE, that's a for real thing.
Yeah.
quantum entangled direction.
Yeah, dude.
It's a
Like,
true friend
it's
thing.
like
Yeah.
You don't always know who you're entangled with.
I don't know which one of you guys is like consistently like 10 a.m.
It may
But-
not even be one of us.
They may not be one of us.
It could be someone you've never met.
I think that's
It's a
how
future bro.
and I think that's how it happens sometimes when you're growing up as a kid. Like you just get quantum entangled with somebody else, and you're like, "Man, my dick's up right now." You'll just be like in fucking math class, and
You'll
you're
be
just
like,
like "Oh, my
Dude,
dick's up."
I've got a
Yeah.
BFNR, right?
And then,
that's what we used to call it.
boner for no reason.
Yeah, boner for no reason.
Yeah.
Especially that. Yeah, it's in math class, and then they're like, "Hey, come up and solve this problem on the board," and you're just like,
Nope,
You're like
no sweats.
erasing the bottom part of the board as you're
Yeah,
like
to do,
writing
like,
on the chalkboard.
sweep and hope your little tiny boner doesn't.
You
flip
put it
out
up
of here.
to your belt plug.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You gotta put it
yeah.
in there.
yeah. If
And then
your
it
dick's
hurts for a
long
while.
enough to reach.
Yeah, you have
Sometimes
that,
it's not.
dude, that's why you always have to make sure you have, long enough shirt.
Big
Uh-huh.
shirt. Yeah.
Otherwise, you just flash in the whole class.
Long shirt,
Yeah.
low riding pants.
Exactly.
Jack off in
Yeah.
your chest.
Yeah.
Yep. Take with your chest.
Hey, man,
Aim
it
for the
was,
belly
it was
button.
junior high, dude. Anything would make you just
Nope. Yeah, dude.
Oh, dude,
Slight
lunch.
breeze.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
a slight
Done.
breeze hit you from like, yeah.
you invest in
Quarter
Depends
mile
when
an
you're like
hour.
a 14-year-old and you're like, I have to. I can't. Otherwise, there's going to be stains in places there shouldn't be.
Yeah, growing up is fucking awkward.
To wear my backpack over my chest and carry it in front of me like a briefcase.
Sure, yeah, just, cleverly have blankets everywhere.
Very long scarves. That's
Well-
I remember very long scarves
There you
being in
go. Huh.
junior high
Wonder why.
because you could have it and then just have it hang longer than a necktie.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Yeah, kids these days can get away with it because they're always rocking sweatpants or like fucking just some form of like blanket around them. I don't understand it, but I'm like, I see what you're doing.
It's like hobo chic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like super in right now to buy shit from thrift stores. So Larry's like, yeah, just recycling shit from the early 90s.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Dude, if my kids try to leave the house in sweatpants to go to school, I would slap them in the backside of their head.
And we thank you for that because it's not okay.
Not okay.
No.
Yeah. Not okay.
Fucking have them wear real pants.
Yeah. Like put an effort in the morning.
Fucking
okay.
dude.
Dude, I was having a conversation with a coworker and I was like, what happened to buying nice clothes?
Dude,
You
it
know?
really bothered. Like, same thing. Like, look at how airports specifically, like, people used to wear fucking
Oh my
suits to
God.
fly,
Dude,
and
it was
that
an
was maybe a
event.
bit much.
Yeah.
But now motherfuckers are going in their dirty ass pajamas.
Oh yeah.
It's not
I
even
still
like
wear-
fresh pajamas; they're dirty pajamas.
I still wear
I can't-
a jacket at least on a plane.
I mean,
Jacket and nice
I
pants.
know, but I'll
Yeah.
dress normal at least. I'm not going in my fucking PJs.
Yeah.
the last time I was on a plane, I flew with my son, who was a baby at the time, and I still wore a jacket the whole time. Jacket, nice button-up shirt, and he spit up on me.
Mhm.
And you got to pay for dry cleaning, and that happens.
It's a risky take.
But I
Yeah.
did that with a baby.
Yeah.
But in all
No
fairness,
excuse.
the
No
level of
excuse.
service you've got from airplanes have also gone from suit quality to pajama quality.
Also
so
true.
I
Also
understand
true.
that. But
Yeah, bring up the work airlines. Do a better
It
job.
reminds me of
Make it an event.
what was that movie? Sell the Metal.
Oh,
the
Metal?
goods.
Oh, the goods.
Yeah, when he's talking about just smoking on airlines.
I loved it, dude. That is fucking like
That was one of the
armrest.
great speech, dude. Yeah, because he's like, look at this, a remnant from an older time. He's looking at the fucking like cigarette ashtray in the
still a
armrest.
fucking ashtray just welded shut
He's like,
in
it's
there.
welded shut. You come from a long line of hot ladies. Fucking selling.
Oh, man.
Selling her, man. I loved it.
I rated that beer the highest.
Yeah, he did.
Pour
Yeah, you
some
did.
in for you.
All right.
Not over the equipment.
I know. That's why I passed you the glass, at least.
Oh my God, now I'm rethinking this situation.
All right, of course you are. You rethink everything.
Shut up. All right.
Coming in from the break, do we want to do our I'd tap that? Just to move the show along?
How far are we?
We're 40 minutes in.
Okay.
Oh, so
We're-
we're actually
we're-
making good time.
No,
Okay.
then that's my point. We're making our accurate time.
Will you do me a favor?
What's that?
Mute Will.
No, just punch him in the face.
Oh, okay.
Really
Fucking hard. I gotta get a key grip.
I got it. Where's the key grip?
Sorry, man.
What's a
I
key
love
grip?
that you immediately pick that up.
Key grip is somebody who just like
no idea.
build shit on set. Like they kind of hold lights or boom mics.
Yeah.
They just kind of do real basic shit.
He grips things that are key to the scene,
Yeah.
like a boom mic and a light.
Yeah,
And this big old dick.
exactly. Sometimes you gotta have somebody hold that big old dick.
Onset dick holder.
On
Yeah.
that dick holder.
Yeah.
Call them the fireman because they're always viewing it.
Yeah. Call it the fire hose because it takes multiple men to hold it.
All right. What are we drinking?
We're drinking the McGregor Stout.
Oh yeah.
McGillicuddy's?
I had to work that out. Yeah, key grips are responsible for lifting, moving, carrying, transporting, rigging, operation, building, placing, production
You're pretty
equipment.
much right. Yeah.
Yeah,
You were spot on. Pretty much right. You were spot on.
pretty good.
McGillicuddy's?
McGillicuddy's.
It's from
McGillicuddy's Reek.
Bella, and it's the
Rake.
McGilly what?
McGillicuddy. Fuck.
Mac Gillicuddy's.
Like an Irish Kid Cudi.
Mick.
You're right. Yeah. So
Have you
this,
been, have you
Scottish
been
Kid
recording this at all?
it's on
It's been
YouTube.
live
Just
on everything.
Wow.
Facebook and all the unfortunate people that are watching on that.
Yeah, just on YouTube. So yeah, it's on there. But honestly, we get like very, very little views on YouTube with this. So
Well, I mean, whenever we do, get around to making our Patreon or whatever, this will be the bonus stuff that we cut out that is on the Patreon feed.
absolutely, yeah.
So it will be.
Does this sweater look like it says Rebel Scum or Rebels Come?
Scum,
may-
from my point of view. But I can see how it says come.
Yeah, it's because there's a little bit more of a larger letter break between the L and the S. I mean,
Yeah,
like
that's
I
probably
kind
just
of
what
know.
Can't really hide that S though.
No, I'm just trying to apostrophe it.
So
Rebels
It looks
Come.
like there's a space right there.
Sure.
Instead.
I mean, we can grab that.
It's fine.
You say, do you want an army coming all over you? Is that what you're asking for? It's like you're putting a target on your chest?
Yeah, I like
Sounds
that.
like a dream of
I think
yours.
I'd like that.
Not mine. It is.
Is there a better bottle opener in here than this fucking piece of shit?
What are you
There's
using?
there's this one.
There's the
Is that the
Brewnomics
piece
one.
of shit?
Which piece of shit are you
No,
using?
I think this football.
Oh, that is a piece. I got that for free
There's that one, and
somewhere.
then there's
Yeah.
the one attached to the flipping case.
Does this one not work well?
That one makes me nervous that it's gonna break because it's literally a nickel in 3D
Printer?
stuff.
Or I can use my wedding ring if you want.
No,
Mm, use-
I'm just gonna open it now.
Before we start recording. That'll be fine. See? Worked well, didn't it? Nice, heavy, straightforward,
Oh my god, it opened the bottle and did its job.
just like my dick.
We should hang
Nice,
that.
heavy, and straightforward.
You have
Nice,
that bottle
heavy,
opener
straightforward.
that's got all the names of the beers. We should just like mount that in here so you can just easily get to it. Like, yeah, exactly, exactly, right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I would be totally okay with that. Where is that?
I think it's in the living room. I got a stud finder. Okay. Let's see
How do
here.
you spell the McGillicuddy, whatever?
Drop that pussy.
Big-
McGillycuddy apostrophe S
So just
space.
I'll just warn you, information on this is really slim. I think some random person inputted this beer onto Untapped because
There's
It's-
like no ratings.
there's like 32 ratings and it's spelled incorrectly.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised.
And I couldn't find any other information, so this is like, well,
That's on
we'll
their
have to do.
website.
Nope.
Yeah, this is why we don't have Bella on very much.
No, it's okay. No. This is exactly why I like doing this, is so we can highlight breweries that.
Well, they need it. I mean, they've been around for like 4 years, and probably more like 3. And they've changed names a couple times.
And there's literally nothing
nothing else on the
on
label.
the label besides there's not even a barcode.
I mean, it's an inkjet printed label almost.
And it just says McGillicuddy's Reek Irish Stout, 1.6
it's-
fluid ounces.
It's probably laser printed label, but I mean, Bella's a pretty good brewery for all that it's
That's
worth.
amazing.
She's a pretty lady.
I went over to
Bella Brewing.
what brew house did I go to? I went over to Crescent Brewing on Friday.
Wait, the bar?
Yeah,
Oh,
the bar / brewery.
No,
Is
they're
there-
in Nampa. Not,
Oh,
not the
yeah.
lawyers. Not
oh,
the
okay. I was
This
like,
is
I'm
different.
not familiar.
No,
okay.
no.
I was confused with that as well.
Sorry,
Okay.
yeah, not no lawyers. I'm talking about the Crescent Bar and Brewery over in Nampa. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, had a couple of different of their beers. I was, got to taste quite a bit. The wee heavy that they have there, the Scotch ale, was probably the best.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
Good
gonna
to
try
hear.
and next time I'm on, I'm gonna try and see if I can't get like a crowler or whatever of that, like a little 32 ounce thing to bring on the
their
show.
website doesn't have shit, man.
But they're another very small brewer for Idaho.
It tells you what beers they're.
Yeah, let me know,
pouring.
and I'll send you some cash. Or whatever.
Whatever. But yeah, they're the Highlands Hollow. Oh, or Highlands. It was Highland Hammerhead or Hammer something.
That was the name of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Rad.
Shit. Okay. All right.
Ooh-wee. All right. Well, who's bringing us back?
That says 4.5.
PK, you want to bring us back?
4.5. Look how dark it is.
It's a 4 point. This is only 4.5 ABV. What the hell?
Well, it's hard to say.
What is? Oh, there's nothing on the bottle, right?
No, I got 4.5%. Is that what you read or the bottle?
That's what
That's
I
what
read
it
off
says
of
on
on.
Oh,
Untapped,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Doesn't seem right for an Irish stout, but
Yeah, I mean, you'd think it would be like 6.
Well, McGillicuddy's Reek is a mountain range in the Republic of Ireland.
oh no.
Oh no.
Ooh wee! What's up with that?
What's up with that?
Ooh, McGillicuddy's Reek. 4 ingredients really make this recipe what it is. Roasted barley, Carafa 2, oats, and Irish Yell yeast strain. Roasted barley providing color and bitter roasted malt. The Carafa will contribute color, blah, blah, blah. It is 4.5% and 30 IBUs.
Hmm.
Found it on their Facebook page.
This is the
Facebook. Wow.
this is the
right.
least ABV stout I've ever seen.
Dude, that's crazy. A 4.5% stout. All right.
Maybe they got their recipe from Utah. You know,
I feel like they had to work to accomplish such a low ABV for
Yeah.
a stout. Interesting. All right.
all of this stuff we should say again on the cast once we're recording.
Carafe. They use a coffee carafe? Is that what they mean?
Yeah, keep that page
No,
up.
it's Caraffa.
Yeah, it's usually carafe.
Carafa 2. I think that's the type of malts or hops they use.
Ryan, just
Oh.
start recording. Somebody lead us in, because all of this conversation should be on the show.
Totally. All right. Well, let's come back then. Who's bringing us back?
PK is.
Talking about Jesus.
Are we talking about Jesus?
Talking about crazy cool
I
medallions.
have a lot to say about that guy.
Talking
Owes me
about
money,
the Barry Gibb. talent
Jesus or
show.
Jesus?
and he won't pay me back.
Again, Jesus or Jesus?
Yeah, he owes me $5,
Oh
man.
my God, can we just get going?
Yikes.
Sorry.
Well, I don't know who's bringing us back then, but I can start recording.
I thought Paula was going to.
Is he?
I'll do it.
Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Wait. 1.
All right, and now time for our I'd Tap That series, the time where we profile a local beer from Idaho and decide if we're going to drink it in mass quantities with friends and or family and or just by ourselves. This week, Bella Brewing. We haven't had Bella Brewing on in quite a while. This is the McGillicuddy's Reek. McGillicuddy's Reek is a famous mountain range in Ireland, and this is their Irish Stout. Comes in at 4.5% at 30 IBUs.
Wait, did you say a 4.5%?
I did.
And it's a stout.
An Irish Stout.
Okay.
It seems a little
find
low.
out.
Apparently, I'm on. It took a while to hunt down some info on this. Also, the label is literally just the name of the beer and the size. There's not even a barcode, so you don't get much. But I found their Facebook page, and it says McGillicuddy's Reek. 4 ingredients really make this recipe what it is: roasted barley, Carafa 2, oats, and an Irish ale yeast strain. Roasted barley providing color and bitter roasted malt flavor. The Carafa will contribute color as well, but has had its outer husk removed as to not provide any astringent flavor, leaving only dark chocolate, coffee, and cocoa flavors. Oats, not just for breakfast, but for mouthfeel and body. Finished with the appropriate yeast strain for this style to dry out the brew and promote those roasty, toasty malt notes. Bella Brewing, of course, from Garden City.
Nicely done, sir.
That's what I got. Let's
Well,
drink this beer.
let's
Let's
get
judge
in
this
it.
beer.
Let's get in it.
Let's see if we tap this beer.
Or not.
Well, I mean, it is the season for stouts, and this is a very light flavored stout, or light bodied stout, I should say.
Light-bodied stout, still with a big old dick.
I don't think that's an actual song.
It is now.
Okay. What do you think of this? Nobody go at once.
Well, it's interesting. It reminds me like of a cold brew coffee, and that was watered down. Like they used like a quarter of the percentage of the coffee like grounds to like make the coffee, and we added a little bit more water than necessary.
To me, it tastes like a beer that I probably won't drink again.
Okay.
It's like soup for a stout. Like it's super light. It reminds me of water. Like
It's got that dry stout coffee taste to it without anything else. None of the ABV. It doesn't warm you up inside. It does seem watered down. There's not really much of a smell to it. I'll go as far as to say this beer sucks.
I think if it was repackaged as a black lager, it would do better.
It still suck. Sorry, Bella.
yeah, even if
I'm
we
not
did-
sorry. You should apologize to me.
what would you rate it then, Jerry? I think we know
Like
where
a
this is headed.
2,
Twosie,
and
yeah.
I'm not gonna tap it.
Yeah.
I said it's watery, bruh.
It's watery.
What did I
Used
pay for
coffee
this?
beans and too much water.
We
I want
actually
to say over $7 for a bomber.
I want to say it was like $6.75.
$6.59.
$6.59 for a 22 ounce of this,
Mhm.
which is probably better than what you'd get at their brew house. You probably pay $5 for a 16 ounce at the, at bar prices.
But that's just me. Maybe I'm bitter and my taste profile's not working well. What do you guys think?
You have a 2? Is that what you have?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go 2.25. Honestly, I would not tap it. It's and even still, let's recall, it's still sitting right around that bell curve there on average. We tend to sit around a 3 or a 4 with our beers, but yeah, noting that it's a 2-ish. Yeah,
This is on the lower end for sure, I think. I'm
Mhm.
kind of sad. I was expecting much more.
me too. I was pretty excited about this, and it's kind of let me down.
Paula, you've been quiet. Keep it that way. Will, what do you think? I'm just kidding. What? Yeah.
Damn, shots fired.
But I get paid to be quiet.
It's true.
They're drinking. I agree, man. It's nothing special to me at all. It's something that I wouldn't want tapped. It's something I wouldn't want at all.
Okay.
1.5.
Oh, wow.
Not in it.
Not even a little bit. So we know this isn't getting tapped already. So far, 3 for 3. What about you, Will? You gonna make it 4 for 4?
He's gonna love it.
Oh, it's 4 for 4. No, this is not getting tapped. And mostly because I feel like it's lying to me. If this was marketed as a black lager, it would be like a 3.75 to me. Maybe. Probably more like a 3.5.
I mean, it does have that robust, stout, immediate kind of tap dance on your palate.
Which would make it an amazing black lager because it's that 4.5% ABV. But as a stout, it's incredibly depressing. Just how much there is not there at the table. And because of that, we talk a lot about, does a beer lie to you or not about its description? And for that price, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
I think it's priced fine for a bomber. It's not like it's overpriced, but it just doesn't offer any.
Nah, $4, man. $4 would be solid. That's what I would expect to pay for that bomber on that.
Well, and it's really just hitting the style
I don't
of
think they
a
make any money.
of a stout.
Well, maybe not, but I mean, you got to look
Maybe
at
that-
your ingredients and everything else. And I
There
don't
are
know.
only 4 of them.
It's true. I still give this a 2.5. So I'm the highest rated out of everybody on the show, and I think my flavor profile would probably suggest that that would be accurate, even at a 2.5,
Mhm.
which technically, if we're grading on a 5 bell curve, it should be average. It's not for us. I do agree with you, Vic, that yes, our bell curve sits more like at a 3.25, 3.5 ish, right around there. But
This is well below our
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
and
average.
you know,
beer
we
for
don't
sure.
we don't like to crap on beer or brewers at all.
Especially our Idahoans.
Exactly.
But we have to call stuff out when that's the truth. And I think each of us realize the shortcomings of this beer.
Yeah, it's not for me, man. And I'll drink more Bell. I've had stuff from them that I enjoy.
Oh, their snowball is great.
They're blue.
Yeah.
That one's really good. So, shit, man. Oh well.
I mean, Jerry, you and I picked this out at Brewers Haven like tonight because we were looking for a beer to do fried, tap that, and we picked this one over everything else that was there because we thought we saw promise in it.
And we'd also had most of what was there. So, moving on. Let's talk about our most satisfying movie deaths. However you want to take that. The only rule is it has to be a movie, not a TV show, and somebody has to die.
It's pretty
And
good
when
rules.
they did, you were like, that was satisfying
That was pretty good
in
rules.
this way.
Like nicely deaded
Yeah.
individual who
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
It's a death you're happy about.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I want to hear from Paula mostly because he was the one that actually came up with this topic.
You did. You did come up with this topic, Paul.
Oh, I was not sober then.
It's fucked up, man. What's with you?
I don't know. I'm not sober now.
Just like talking about people dying.
Yeah, I do.
All right, well, let's do that.
Cool. I'll kick it off.
Kick
Yeah, please.
it off.
You guys know of a movie named Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Now, this particular death, it's satisfying to me just because the guy, he's just a real dick, and he got hit in the dick. Funny enough,
Yes, he did.
yeah, Goro
Nice.
when he was playing Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
It was so satisfying to me just because he broke $500 sunglasses,
Asshole.
and that's just what a dick, what a dick and an asshole.
Yeah. He's an asshole.
Dude, I love it. They put so much money and time into Goro to have him have like 4 minutes of screen time. They thought he was going to have like half an hour of screen time in that movie, and it's like 5. It was so
I never
much
knew that. That's
money.
awesome. I didn't think about
Yeah,
that.
man. There's a recent video. I can't remember the YouTube channel that does it.
I forgot. Yeah, Jerry and I were watching it, and it just went really deep into like a lot of the behind the scenes of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it's so great. The original Mortal Kombat is Robin Shou, the guy that played Liu Kang, and I can't remember Johnny Cage's name, but essentially Liu Kang and Johnny Cage. They're playing this guy who's the interviewer in the original Mortal Kombat 1, and they're doing like the fight scenes from the movie. So it's Liu Kang versus
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero, and then they do Johnny Cage versus Scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Liu Kang is playing Liu Kang, and Johnny Cage is playing Johnny Cage. And
Awesome.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
I highly recommend watching that if you
It's a
guys
really
haven't.
cool video. But yeah, they during the video they told us the behind the scenes, and like there was a man inside of an animatronic suit who was controlling all this, and that this guy could only be in that suit for like 3 to 4 minutes. He had to hold his breath. And it was like they wanted so much more screen time. And actually the animatronic set was the animatronic setup for that suit was way beyond its time. Like they did an incredible job just creating and doing mechanical work for that suit. It was fantastic, but couldn't breathe, and because they wanted more screen time out of him.
Literally
But
couldn't record for more than 2 minutes
Yeah,
at a time.
it was-
having to let the actor out of the
it was
suit.
super nuts.
That's crazy.
The thing was always breaking down too. Servos were always growing
Start
out. Like
smoking and sparking
Yeah.
on set.
it would start glitching out, so it was just the face would start ticking and the body would start ticking. It was it's crazy. Check the video out on YouTube.
You really should. I don't know. Just Google Johnny Cage and Liu Kang play Mortal Kombat. I'm
Yeah.
sure it'll pop up.
All right, because seriously, like I mean, even 20 years ago, they had like little canisters of O2 and a mouth breather that you could theoretically have. I am a mouth breather, but that's okay.
There, and you could do so many good scenes as far as satisfying deaths from Mortal Kombat too.
Mm-hmm.
Between like Kano when he gets his Sub-Zero when he dies from the Liu Kang fight,
I'm not sure about
Shang
that. I'll
Tsung
argue
at the
you,
end. Okay, but you could argue. Great choice though. Overall, I love that you brought up Mortal Kombat. That's always fun to talk about.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Yeah, so the video is called Mortal Kombat Stars Play Mortal Kombat Robin Shue versus Lyndon Ashby.
Lyndon Ashby.
He
There we
is
go.
Johnny Cage. Yeah, it's a good video. Check it out.
So here's mine as far as the satisfying death goes. And I guess it's not so much as a satisfying death, more of a satisfying murder. Because I don't know who died. It's just like henchman number 4. But I'm talking about the Dark Knight when the Joker, Heath Ledger, does his disappearing trick with a pencil and murders the henchman with a pencil into the table. That's such a fucking cool scene.
That's rad.
It was one of Gimbel's men, I think, right? Yeah.
One
Campbell?
of Michael Jai
Yeah.
White's dudes.
Michael Jai's, yeah.
So I don't remember what his name was in the movie, but I just remember his boy got murdered with a pencil.
Yeah.
And it was so cool.
That was pretty good,
That
Dad.
was fucking amazing.
I'm glad
So
you chose
more of a
little
satisfying
easy.
murder than satisfying death, but I was satisfied.
No, it added to the character of the Joker, and for me, I think on my list, everybody that's on here has been. It's either a finality to their character, and really that's what drives home the whole idea of it. Is either it's adding to character, it's adding to story, where it makes the death more memorable, right? Whether or not it's a good guy or a bad guy, it's something to do with, the actual storyline and making an impact. So with that being said, the first one that I want to call out is the lawyer getting eaten off the toilet in Jurassic Park.
Nice.
I like that. Okay.
Satisfying death scene.
It was.
Hell yes.
It was.
That's rad.
What a shitty way to go.
Ba-dum-bum. Nice.
All right, Vic, what do you got?
Well, let's see here. I want to go with the Kingsman 2. And I know Jerry hasn't seen it, so sorry, spoilers.
Plenty of the movie's been spoiled at
Yeah.
this point for me, so
Gotcha.
it's
All
fine.
right.
But spoilers for anybody else that hasn't seen the second Kingsman.
In the second Kingsman. So this is a highly stylized action film, and it's just ridiculous to be ridiculous. So the scene I'm talking about at the end is when Agent Whiskey, who's played by Pedro Pascal, he's fighting Taron Egerton and Colin Firth, and they're just doing this fantastic level of teamwork with each other. And the way that these cut scenes are occurring, these match cuts are happening so fast and furious. It's great. It looks like it's a one-shot sequence, but it's not. And fucking Pedro Pascal just gets his shit rock going into a meat grinder, like fucking face first, fully erect, and he just gets destroyed. It's ridiculous. It's lovely, and I like it a lot.
FFE, huh?
Mm-hmm. Face first, fully erect for those
Face first, fully erect. Yeah.
FFFE.
I'm gonna go off the rails now. I'm not even gonna look at my notes.
Don't do it.
One death that really sticks out to me, which I had to think about if it was satisfying, and I think it really truly is. It's the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie when Shredder dies.
Nice.
So after he really brings the turtles down.
Oh yeah,
Breaks their spirits. Fucking
Mhm.
who was it? Who was hurt? Was it Raph?
yeah.
Yes.
And Leo was kind of pissed and sorry. He loved his brother and yada yada yada. And then Splinter comes in and he really fights the Shredder. He falls down the Shredder falls down the building into the trash compactor. And then Casey Jones is like, whoops, and he just fucking kills him. As a child, I was like, that motherfucker just killed somebody, and I'm not mad at it. You remember that though? He was like, whoops.
Yeah, he had the nunchucks and he like wrapped it around the spear that the Shredder was holding, and then all of a sudden the nunchucks slipped.
And he fell into the trash compactor,
Oops.
and then Casey Jones.
Yeah,
he
Casey
missed
Jones
hit
just
the
pulled the lever and like
Oops,
smashed
exactly.
him.
Which is still one of the best, just after death lines too. Just so simple. Just
Because you're not mad at him. You're like, that had to happen. He had to die.
it did. It
Yeah.
did. And God, Elias Codius, whatever his name
Elias
is. Elias
Koteas.
Koteas. What a great Casey Jones.
Yeah.
Man.
He's
Classic.
Way
He's
better
good.
than Stephen
I need to
Amell.
go back and watch that movie because I know that movie was pretty dang faithful to the original source comic.
Shit was deep.
Yeah.
Dramatic.
So here's one for me. I got my turn. Intense martial arts movie, death. There were many crazy deaths in this movie. And I'm talking about the Raid Redemption.
A lot of death.
A lot of death. Badass. Still to this day, maybe one of the greatest martial art movies ever made. But one of the final battles towards the end, when it's Iko Uesa's character and his brother fighting the tiny little dude they called Mad Dog in it. He didn't really have a name, but that's what he went by. This fucking crazy 2-on-1 fight scene. The brothers mostly getting their asses handed to them, but just the way they have to get to come together and murder the fuck out of this vicious little gangster that's murdered like 12 of his squad members up there. He's a bad bitch, but the way they have to go about doing it, man, it's crazy. What an intense fight scene. And when it's done, you're just watching it. You're like, heart's just palpitating. You're sweating. Don't know what to do. You're like, what did I just witness? It was a murder,
You saw murder. That's what happened.
but they had to do it.
Had to be done.
Yeah. Killed him with a fucking light bulb.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. God damn.
It was brutal.
Ugh.
It was brutal, but it was awesome. And it was super satisfying. Watch The Raid Redemption if you have not watched it.
So speaking of kind of like lower henchmen, like from your original thing, I have to call out the Witness Me.
Oh yeah, Mad
From-
Max Fury Road.
Yeah, the comma crazy war boy in Mad Max who he gets shot through like the eye and the neck with like a crossbow, and then you just see him kind of like sit up, and then he sprays this like silver metallic shit over his mouth, and he's like, "Witness me!" And then he pulls up 2 spears with dynamite on the tips of it, and jumps and launches himself off of the back of this vehicle onto another vehicle and just explodes himself. And of course, everybody else says mediocre, right? Because they're also wanting to be elevated to Valhalla. But that was just a really good henchman death. I feel like, surviving and then overcoming to make your impact.
What do you got, Paula? Give us more.
I have a shit ton. I just have a shit ton.
No, I do too. So just go.
Okay.
Nail out a few, yeah.
All right. So in 300, when the Persians came and the guy on the horse, it was like, he was like Spartans, this fight, whatever. And this
The
spear
messenger
fucking comes out in the air and just fucking nails him.
Oh,
You're just like, the arm on that motherfucker who just threw that spear. That was amazing, and that really started like
It's like Brett Favre throwing a spear.
And then it got into like everybody dying, and just in the most stylistic ways. It was just, I guess, 300 in general.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Super
Yeah.
stylized
Oh
action.
yeah,
It's a
Great
very,
singer.
very
Biggest
good
man
call.
boners.
there were some good man.
It's all sticks out, fully erect. in
Talk
that
about
game.
my boner
Oh yeah, okay. Wow, you got the QEE with him then. I get you.
with everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gaston and Beauty and the Beast. He was just a real piece of shit. Just a real piece of shit.
No, it was nice when the beast tossed him off the castle.
He stabs him in the side, and then Bella's like, "Oh no, you're gonna fall!" And then that guy falls, Gaston, and then Beast is gonna fall, but she catches him while Gaston is just falling.
Yeah.
This is poetic as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, he tries
Real
to
piece of
grab
shit.
onto like his cloak or something, and it rips, and he just keeps falling. Yeah, I think Disney movies have the number one like villains falling to their death. I think it's something like 9 or 10.
Oh my god, you're probably right.
Yeah,
You
it's,
really are. They do love the good old fall into your death scene.
I mean, it happened in Tarzan. It happened in Tangled.
It's probably happened more in
Lion
Disney
King.
movies
Yeah.
than it's happened in real life.
Yeah, just
Right.
about of them
Right.
falling to. The only other movie death I can think of where somebody has fallen to their death in a movie is Hans Gruber in Die Hard.
Or
Oh.
There you
Cliffhanger.
go. There you go.
Cliffhangers is a good
Yeah.
one too.
But definitely Gruber.
Yeah.
definitely
There have
Gruber.
been some famous ones that have happened, but yeah, that's Disney loves it, man.
They absolutely do. I don't know what it is about like somebody falling to their death, like just watching them die as they realize their impending doom. That's
'Cause
it's intense.
I still
dude.
think, and I love that you bring that up, but I think one movie does it better than anybody with the falling to your death scene.
What's that?
Dread.
Ooh,
Oh, hell
yeah.
they
Slow
mo.
perfected it.
On that one, come
all,
on
all
now.
three of them, the smokers or whatever it is.
Mama specifically
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
Mama
end
specifically
when
at
she
the end,
gets
you're
hers.
right.
Let's talk about satisfying because what a see you next Tuesday. Seriously, what is her name? Lena Headey.
And she does a
is-
great job in that show.
She's phenomenal. She's such a good actress. But yeah, she's such a bitch in that. So you definitely want to see her die. And when she does, especially that slow-mo aspect,
Yeah.
beautifully done scene, well timed. She had it coming. Definitely your traditional falling to the death one, but the way they do it with that slow-mo aspect,
Fuck it, took it to a whole nother
level.
level.
That movie was shot in 3D, like with 3D cameras. If you have the ability to watch 3D, I think it's only like $10 on Amazon
Wow.
so it's probably
to pick
super
it up.
cheap now.
But if
yeah.
you have a 3D TV and you can watch it on 3D, the 3D is amazing. Again, just gonna say it, 3D on Dread, amazing.
Nice.
Does anybody else want to take a quick break? Or is that just me?
That's just you, maybe. I don't know what Paul is doing. He's kind of walking over, looking at the Instagram.
Yeah, we can take a minor break again. No
Okay,
worries.
quick break. We'll be right back.
Cool.
Sorry, my cell's been broken.
I
I'll
get
make
you,
it
bro.
quick.
I
Yeah, I was
get
gonna say walk out.
Yeah.
What do we have time-wise, Ryan?
Hour and 3 minutes.
Okay,
We're
cool. So
we're
wrapping up.
perfect.
So let's come back. What do I have? I just want to go. Really, I'll go two: my comedy one, and then my favorite one. So I can make those real short. I mean, and then, so if we all do that, then we'll have our beer.
You want to talk about just two more each?
Yeah, but let's make them quick. So pick your two.
That's what I'm asking. So okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Can you turn that fan on, Will?
Yeah, that's a good call. Thank you. I did 10 off the top of my head. I didn't have to do any research. I didn't have to go on the internet at all.
Awesome.
I just was like 10. Here's what I got
Dude,
off the top of my head.
that's awesome. For some reason, this was particularly difficult for me. But
Really?
yeah, I couldn't.
Oh man, you want
I
if
had
you
to-
need,
I had
do you
to
want one
time
of
it up.
mine?
No, I have a few more. I looked at, but I did have to do some research and think about it because I don't know,
Alright,
for
well-
some reason, yeah, I didn't.
Well, here, read mine and what I've got, and if you want, you can have it. But yeah, any one of those, I'm cool with giving to you. I think the two I crossed off are the ones that I mentioned.
Dynamite.
The what?
The Black Knight and Monty Python.
Yes. Yeah, Crystal was the one that actually told me about that one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's like, "What about this one?" I was like, "Oh, you are so right." I mean, it wasn't really a death, right? You didn't ever see him die, so I didn't quite want to include it. So I'll probably won't include it in my top two that I pick.
My comedy ones are
That's a good one.
between The Interview and
I'm not gonna.
Hot Shots.
Yeah, it's gotta be. I'm gonna
You gonna take a pee?
Okay.
Take it so hard. You walk so well. Well, I've seen you walk away.
Here, I'll
I
give you.
want to see you stay.
I have 10, and this is off the top of my head. I did no internet research. But I'm gonna.
I didn't even-
Boromir, that is not satisfying.
That is not
What is
satisfying.
wrong with you?
Well, he does kind of redeem himself.
He
you know?
redeems himself. It's called the redemption of
That's
Boromir.
not satisfying. Still, it's still.
I'm not going to mention that as my top two. It doesn't make it for my top two. But
Don't close the door. Why are you closing the door?
I don't know why I'm going to-
Oh, you actually walked away. Yeah, you're fine, dude. Just giving you shit.
You have to take your tombstone one off. I do like that yours is different.
See, I thought about that. But you can. I didn't want it. It wasn't. It was very for that time. I was just like, whoa.
Oh, I want some pizza.
We'll probably talk about Cypher and then Death Proof if it comes back to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit
That'd be fun.
speed. I'm gonna hit speed and fucking
Oh yeah, you got
Con
me
Air.
talking about speed.
Yeah.
That's why I was on that. Let's do two more each.
Yeah.
You do 2 more each.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
Yeah, then we
Good.
got.
That's literally the point.
Good.
That's
Do you want to just like spend like 2, like each person does 2 instead of going round robin and round robin?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's do that.
That's my exact thought. Yes.
Close the door.
So which ones did you veto?
Bro.
Bro.
Whatever. I'm gonna at least I know how to shut a fucking door. Well, because I was talking about Tombstone. Mine was a different death. but-
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so cancel. Oh, I just thought it was fitting that Doc Hollywood, he didn't have his shoes on, and he didn't die with his shoes on, and he was amazed by that. That was something that was talked about at the beginning. And he never thought that would happen.
I got it.
Thank you.
All right, so if you have a different Tombstone death, then cool. I got my 2.
Right? Did you want to do? Do you want to do another beer?
Yeah, beer, and then
Beer.
wrap up, and then what we've been doing, listen to, jerking to.
Fuck, I guess. Mr. Demandy Pants. Wow. Wow.
In my head, I spelled Demandy, Demandy, and it cracked me up.
Exactly.
Right,
How it was supposed to be spelled.
You are demandy pants.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. That's a fine suggestion. We can do that.
Cool beans. All right. Cool beans.
Cool.
May your hammer be
Beans.
mighty.
My God, that should be a
Wow.
ringtone.
Wow, that brings me back.
God damn. Okay. Here we go.
I mean, now I want to watch the movie.
Fucking, it's on Tubi TV, man. I've been getting into that one recently. It's
Is
fun.
it?
Yeah.
Dude, I told it's what a gem, right?
What a gem. I fucking love that service, man. Free? It's great.
It doesn't commercial as much as you'd think a free service would either.
Not even a problem. Yeah.
It's the only thing I'm jealous about Android. I'll say that.
You can do Tubi on your iPhone.
What?
Yeah, it's just a free streaming service.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you can absolutely do it on your
What?
iPhone.
TUBI?
Yep.
TUBY?
TUBI. Yep.
Yeah.
It's badass, dude. No, you can
Downloading
totally
that
do that
before
on
I
your
leave
iPhone.
here.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's got
dude, because I got the app on the Roku.
it's on my PlayStation, man. It's great.
It's on my phone.
It's just like Hulu or just a free streaming service, though.
Yep.
But
Nice.
a surprisingly great collection of movies
Ooh.
and TV shows.
Surprisingly good. Yeah, they do a great job.
Mhm.
TUBI.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, get into it. Yeah, cool. All right. I guess I could bring us back and then we'll
Yeah.
talk about this bird.
Cloudy 5000.
Which do you guys think? Nazis or Jack Sparrow?
Nazis.
Nazis.
Oh,
it
I
is.
love that one, especially just the claymation melting.
Oh,
that
yeah.
they did.
Dude, that's iconic, man.
All right. Cool. And it's Indiana Jones, and you can't get more. I mean, all of the villain deaths in Indiana Jones are great.
That's solid, yeah. Well, that's why I went Kingsman, because it's straight up ridiculous.
All right. I'm good.
All right. You good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All
How are
right.
you?
I'm
I love
just
the
watching.
fact that they used, you missed,
I did.
the 80s looking Audi, like
Yeah.
body car for that, because like I drove one of those for a little bit in high school. Not very long. I just traded a friend for like 3 weeks.
Weird. Okay, cool. All right, I got to get us back. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that little tidbit. Hope you learned something about Idaho or any weird fact that we just presented. We're going to take a quick break from talking about satisfying movie deaths, and we're going to talk about our last beer of the night. Jerry, what are you pouring for us?
This is one I'm pretty excited to drink. It's from one of my more favorite breweries, Melvin Brewing. They are out of Alpine, Wyoming. They have just the best play on words when it comes to their beers. They really, really do. This one is called the Cloudy 5000. And if
Hell
you're from
yeah.
our generation, that immediately cracks you up because you always heard the Audi 5000. And they've got a great label, as always. So this is a hazy IIPA, double IPA, 8.2%. But you get the back of this beautiful, looks like a mid 80s maroon Audi
It's probably like a A4.
A4. There you go.
A4 like slant slash back. Or
And it's the
whatever.
Cloudy 5000, right? So instead of your traditional 4 Audi rings, you have the 4 rings, but they're little cloud silhouettes instead. It's pretty cute.
Yeah.
Great label. Do you remember what you paid for this one, Will?
I want to say about like $2.50
Yeah.
Nice.
a can,
Okay.
which I mean, a 6-pack would probably run around like $11.
Yeah. $10.99 is about average, I think, for what I see with Melvin,
Yeah.
which is a little bit above average for a 6-pack, but they are well above average for beer,
Yeah,
in
I mean,
my opinion. I'm a
they're-
big fan of Melvin.
Their 2x4 in 12-ounce cans, I want to say goes for like $12.99, and that's that, and it's only for 4. It's not for a traditional 6-pack of 12-ounce cans. It's only for 4 12-ounce cans, and again, $12.99 is pretty up there. But that particular
It's not though. Like I always think about it as going out prices. So if you're going to go to a restaurant, you get 2 of these beers. It's going to be $6 each.
Yep.
So 2 of them are going to be 12. When you can get 6 of them for 12 and take them home with you, and you don't have to tip afterwards either.
yeah,
So-
or in the case of the their 2x4, 2 of them for Anyways, your point has been taken. What do we have on this beer on Untappd or on their website, Vic or PK?
Yeah, so this is a Cloudy 5000 Hazy Double IPA, also known as a RIPA. They call it a Rotational Imperial India Pale Ale series at Melvin. It says, we revved up the Melvin machine to maximize juice per minute for this hazy RIPA. Additions of flaked oats and wheat create a pillowy mouthfeel, and massive amounts of mosaic and citra hops provide a juice box of ripe mango, passion fruit, papaya, and pineapple flavors. Until next time, Cloudy 5Gs.
I love it.
I drive an Audi, and that description probably fits this beer very well. Very well.
It's like the Audi 5000. Love it. Yeah, so
What's
this
the
is
difference between an Audi and a porcupine?
I don't know.
With an Audi, the prick's on the inside.
Yep. Jerry tells me that joke every chance. he gets.
Every chance. Say the same thing to BMW drivers. It's fine.
So Jason Statham then? So just
Yeah.
he's saying on. Okay.
Yeah, because he's driven both a
Yeah,
BMW
exactly.
and an
He's
Audi.
the ultimate prick.
Yeah. Nice.
So jealous.
Right.
You should be. They're nice cars.
Yeah, so let's check it out on Untappd. It is sitting at a 4.08.
Oh, wow.
Derived from nearly 6,000 ratings. It's sitting at 8.5% alcohol by volume. Not for the light of heart. This is a big boy with big boy traits and qualities.
From your big boy head to
Your big boy feet.
This is a great beer. It really is. I like that 4.08 rating. I think I would stick this right at a 4, right where it belongs. Great beer, great hazy. Definitely a better than average hazy, I feel. But again, Melvin, they're better than average brewery.
They
Well
are
did.
above average. They go above and beyond. This yeah, you get a good mango, passion fruit, like almost guava heavy on the nose, the aromatics, and then yeah, it's just a very juicy, flavorful, hazy IPA. It does a really good job. I would also double down with JB here, hit it at a 4. It is
Quadro.
to the delicious. It's noise.
Delicious.
I've only had papaya and papaya salad, so I actually happen to have papaya just by itself. So
Oh.
I'm trying to like get the hint of like what I don't understand.
I'm not really getting much papaya out of this.
Okay,
thing,
thank
but
you.
I'm thankful for that because I don't really like papaya.
Okay.
Yeah,
I get a little bit more of the citrus and mango out of this, which
Yeah.
is what I want. But
Yeah,
that's
it's been
just
a
me.
good. It's been a good while since I've had papaya. I can't quite recall its qualities.
Oh, it's
but-
the last time I did was one of Paula's family events with the papaya salad.
Oh,
They make my white ass eat everything.
Is
Not
it?
Yeah, but
optional.
it's so spicy when it comes down
It
to it. You know?
is.
So I've never had an actual papaya by
Mhm.
itself.
Isn't papaya kind of tart?
It seems spicy to me.
All
But I
right.
don't know
That's
if
because we just
that's
litter
the
it with like
way them
Yeah.
Cambodians do those papaya salads, but it sure spiced my beehole right up.
No. What are you gonna rate this, PK?
I like it a lot.
It's very good.
It's very good. It's very good. It's very fruity, and I'm just trying to find out that taste of papaya. In general, I love this beer. I immediately I rated it 4.25.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, then that settles it.
Brewnomics.
Brewnomics. I'm gonna rate this at 4.25 as well.
Yeah, Brewnomics recommended.
It is a Brewnomics recommended beer. This has a lot of fruit forward flavor. It's got a little bit of a tang to it, which is kind of fun in a hazy IPA. It is very, very juicy, citrusy, and I appreciate it. Plus, how could you not like a name like Cloudy 5000?
For real.
I love you, Cloudy 5000.
Cloudy fried
Uh-huh.
cheese. Okay, great beer. Thank
Yeah,
you, Melvin, as
you.
always. So let's finish up. We're just going to wrap up kind of with our last thoughts on the most satisfying movie deaths and then wish you a good evening. Anybody want to go first and talk about their finality when it comes to the, excuse me, most satisfying movie death? Not me. I need to get these hiccups up.
Wow.
Yeah, while you're doing that, we had kind of talked about like at least picking up, our last two out of all of the ones that we had listed. So there's going to be some here that you are not going to hear. But the first one that I want to mention has to be the Nazis that kind of melt at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, the first Indiana Jones.
Say kind of melt because it was clearly clay melting.
Yeah, it was claymation. But I was trying to think, and I did all of my movie deaths, and I thought of 10 of them. And they're all just off the top of my head. I did not do any internet research on this at all, on this project. And
I didn't either.
And
I don't think really any of us did.
I really tried to pick
Mm.
stuff that was like, okay, melting is probably the worst way to go.
This is one of the first deaths that really sticks out to me as a child. But
Yeah.
more than anything, I remember one, it being satisfying. But with the claymation, the way it was done, me also going, that's silly.
It's silly, and yet at the same time, if that actually happened,
Oh yeah, melting would be terrible.
horrifying.
But just the claymation in it does not hold up.
No, it doesn't.
It
hold up at
didn't
all.
hold up fucking almost 20 years ago, bro.
No.
Like, it's so cheesy.
But that was
And
a
it is. It's silly.
that was a quick melt though, right? If I recall, it was just
Yeah.
Yeah, it
like everything
was
just went
like
yeah.
streaming colors, kind of out of their face, skull, whatever
like, immediate
kind
death.
of claymation,
Mhm.
stop motion animation that they did for that. Yeah.
Man, it was silly. What else you got?
My second one has to be Maximus and Antilius or whatever versus the Emperor in Gladiator.
Okay.
Or Maximus Aurelius or
Or
whatever.
Maximus Aurelius.
Yeah, where he's already stabbed by the Emperor, who's played by Joaquin Phoenix. This is
Great choice. Great
yeah,
choice.
and he just he's already beaten, but all he has to do is kill the Emperor, and it's a slow death. It's where the Emperor is like he kind of tries to hit him, and then as he hits him, Maximus just stabs him in the neck, and the Emperor just pushes himself onto the knife.
So is your death for Maximus or the Emperor?
No, it's for Maximus because he
Ooh.
fulfilled his mission at the end. He fulfilled everything that he needed to do and eventually killed, the Emperor who had wrongfully stripped Maximus of all his power. He was supposed to inherit
Mhm. The throne.
the
pretty
throne
much, yeah.
pretty much and give Rome back to the people and to make it a republic again. And even though he was stripped of all of that power and that ability to do that, he still found a way to honor the previous emperor and restore Rome to its people. via the Gladiator games.
Mhm.
So
I love Gladiator. Such a great movie, man. I
yeah,
love that.
it was
my
just
gosh.
it was just a perfect death. Like
Uh-huh.
he went, he killed the emperor, and then he gave his instructions, and then he died.
You gotta love a good old honorable death, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely, good choice.
Take it.
I dig
Yeah.
it. What do you guys got?
Sure, I'll go next. So the first one I want to talk about is Dennis Hopper in Speed. Dennis plays.
I had that on my list.
Yeah, he's fantastic. So he plays a character aptly named Howard Payne, and he's constructed a very elaborate death scheme for Keanu Reeves in this movie. With a bus that can't go under 50 miles an hour, and then it just takes a crazy sideways. Anyhow, they end up like fighting on top of a subway car in a subway, and it's just gratuitous by all means. Like Keanu Reeves gets they're in a wrestling situation, and Keanu gets him on top, and then Dennis Hopper's character Howard Payne makes a remark, something to the effect of "I'm smarter than you," but then Keanu Reeves says a super corny line, but he fucking sells it like gold. He's like, "But I'm taller." After he hits after he pushes his head up and he gets hit by an oncoming light inside of the train tunnel, it's just
Straight decapitates him.
straight
In
takes
the
his head off.
cheesiest way too.
Oh,
Because you can tell, same thing. They use practical effects, so it was like a mannequin doll that he's holding up. That you see the head get taken off, and it's clearly a doll head rolling away with a mannequin body flying off to the side. But I'm taller than you.
But I'm taller.
And
Right,
there was
It's great.
the practical effects, because like when I was little, you slow that kind of a thing down on DVD. Like you could see like the spine basically being ripped out of this mannequin.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
Beautiful.
It's pretty bad.
That's awesome.
But yes,
Mhm.
very satisfying. Death.
It was super satisfying because he was just like fucking taking control of the entire movie. I'm like, God damn, like Keanu needs a win here. We got to figure this guy out. And he just fucking kills him in a brutal way. It's great.
Right. I love that. Okay, so I'll go. And then
Go
I'll let Paula finish this up because he's got such a beautiful brown voice. So here's one that I thought was kind of silly. The whole movie was silly. About the interview with Seth Rogen and James Franco, but the ending death with Kim Jong-un when they finally get him. And it's again one of those slow motion explosion scenes, and you just see his face melt. But just how good Randall Park is as that character in general, his fucking love for Katy Perry. It's
Dude, he
just
loves Katy Perry.
Eminem coming out in his interview at the beginning of that
First 10
movie.
minutes of the film,
like,
dude.
I really, what a good flick.
Well,
But that death was such a silly, gratuitous, outrageous way to take out one of the most ridiculous dictators in current history.
it was awesome just because everything's happening in like the greatest fluid slow motion with that like shell casing hitting the chopper, and then like all the while you just have the Katy Perry
Mhm.
fireworks song in the background, just slowly like silent, kind of subtle at first, and then it gets louder and louder, and then until it's like reaching that like climactic point. You're like, God damn it, way to go! Fucking great, man. Fucking great.
Okay. So, and then my final one, and the one I remember is a death that always stuck out to me, where I was kind of always just like, you fucking got him. Finally. Talking about Tombstone in the final showdown between Doc Holliday and Johnny Ringo.
Yes.
Yes.
Love Tombstone.
To me,
Classic,
there's
man.
Tombstone in every other Western. It's so
Oh,
much better
easily.
than anything. I fucking love this movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. But Johnny Ringo, he's such a great character, great draw, cocky asshole motherfucker. And there's always this kind of hidden shit between him and Doc Holliday. I love the bar scene where he does his gun spin, and then Doc Holliday, to get back at him, he does it with the shot glass with the handle.
Yep.
on it.
Does a little cut.
Oh, it's amazing. But that final scene with it, afterwards, because just before this, Johnny Ringo's drunk walking through the streets of Tombstone, shooting his gun, trying to fucking fight anybody, and out comes Doc Holliday.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Daisy, if you do. And of course, he gets stopped, but then he meets him later when he's supposed to fight Wyatt Earp. And instead of Wyatt Earp showing up, Doc Holliday shows up. He says, "We got unfinished business." He goes, "Oh, I was just fooling."
Well, and
I wouldn't.
yeah, and then
shoots him in his fucking head.
well, and the best part about that is that you expect Doc Holliday to be sick at that point.
Mhm.
So you weren't expecting him to show up at all.
Yes.
Period.
And so one of my favorite things about this and why this is number one to me is when I was in the 7th grade, I lived in Flagstaff, Arizona. We took a trip to Tombstone, and I stood on the very grounds where Doc Holliday shot Johnny Ringo.
That's
Yeah.
fucking cool,
So
man.
I've
Nice.
actually, and
Nice.
it
That's a pretty good field trip.
was pretty well. It's not a field trip, but
Well,
like
right.
me, my twin brother, we all went there to see it. and
Family
it was
trip. Yeah.
fucking cool.
That's rad, man.
So
Right on.
I already love that movie, and then love that scene, and then standing in that spot where it all went down. It's number one.
Super dope.
Number
Alright,
fucking
That's
one.
what it is for me.
Super dope.
Why not? It should be.
What you got, Paula? Wrap us up, baby.
All right. Well, my first one is kind of a guy that I think you all would agree who really deserved to die. And you didn't think he would die until the very end. Exactly. Matt Damon from The Departed.
Oh,
Nice
there you
pick,
go.
bro.
Fucking
Nice pick.
rat, double-sided.
Because everybody else was dying.
That's
Mhm.
a-
Why not Matt
such-
Damon?
Such a satisfying death. You are 100%
Oh my gosh,
correct.
right? Marky Mark just like in the perfect like murder setup with his like rolled up covered shoes and
covered
everything.
shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then shoots him in the head. It was just like, thank you, God.
it was amazing. It really was the second best death in that movie, or maybe not death, but whenever Jack Nicholson shoots that chick in the bar to her, and he just goes, "Huh, she felt funny." Just for some reason that cracked me up in that movie too.
Just like
She
killed
felt
so
funny.
many
Wow.
people. He's like, oh, that's
Wow,
weird. She
wow.
fell funny.
I'm gonna go
Right,
rando.
great choice. Great
I'll
choice.
do another rando. From The Mist.
Oh,
Mrs. Carmody, the religious lady in the,
The zealot?
supermarket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When she was just
God.
kind of like cult leader-ish, like just
Turned half the supermarket into this is God coming after us or whatever. that
and wanted
shit
to
it
sacrifice
was.
Thomas Jane's son,
Yeah,
and then the bad boy shot her. That was amazing.
it was.
It was amazing.
And it was so great too because the bag boy in that case was like a fucking like championship like shooter too or something like that. So it like just was awesome the way that it occurred.
And she was just being a bitch.
She was a
Overall.
goddamn bitch.
Terrible.
It was so
Horrible.
satisfying.
horrible
when
person
that
man.
happened.
Yeah,
It was great.
it was good to see her go. But I think that's what we got.
How about the ultimate one though?
Okay.
Scar.
Oh,
From Lion King.
The
okay.
hyenas
his brother.
eating him.
Try to kill his nephew. Fuck you.
He's
Yeah.
a piece of shit,
That
right?
guy really wanted power, man. It was
Yeah.
intense.
Slapped
Yeah.
the shit out of Sarabi. Just abusive motherfucker. Good one.
Another
Good way
one
to
that
get
should
it,
be
yeah.
mentioned because we all had it at the beginning when we were thinking about our topic. The Terminator melting into
That's not sad.
Ooh.
That's sad.
it's sad, but it's
It's just
satisfying
sad.
because it there's a conclusive moment to that film where
He's-
all of the
he's giving
chips
it a
are then
thumbs up, isn't
dead.
he?
But
Yeah.
it's just sad. I disagree with you.
Okay.
It's the T2000.
Just cut that bit out, Vic. But anyways, tell us. I know there's a lot that we missed here. 'Cause
Yes.
There's a lot on my list I didn't bring up, and I know for the rest of us. So if you'd like Brew Crew, shout out us what your most satisfying movie deaths are. Let us know. Tweet us, Instagram us, Facebook, email, smoke signals, Patreon, Pornhub,
Carrier pigeon.
whatever. But before we
MySpace.
wrap up, what have you guys been watching, reading, playing, doing, jerking it to?
It's the year 2000.
Anybody? Anybody?
I need to be on a t-shirt. The whole statement.
Watching, playing,
I
jerking it.
straight up just rewatched the entire Avengers series from the first one.
All 18?
No, that's just the Avengers movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Avengers 1, Avengers 2,
And
Avengers
Ultron.
3.
Yeah, and then Infinity
4.
War, and then Endgame.
21.
Okay.
How many movies are there?
No, he only watched the 4.
Like the
know.
Avengers
The
movies,
whole
right?
MC, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to know like the first 3 phases of the MCU.
So it was fun just watching the evolution of the characters.
Mhm.
Rad.
And then watching, I didn't notice this in Endgame, but when they were doing the time heist planning scene, Hulk was eating his own ice cream. I didn't notice that the first time.
Oh, you didn't?
I did not.
Oh,
Hulk was eating Hulk ice cream.
No, Hulk of burning
love.
fudge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
Hulk
Ben
of
and
burning
Jerry's
fudge.
Yeah.
ice cream that they did for him. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah.
I now
I-
need to go back and watch that.
oh no, I actually caught that.
Everybody
one.
was
Yeah,
eating
it
like
kinda
Chinese
cracked me
food,
up.
and he's
Yeah.
eating his own ice cream. That was
Yeah.
the thing.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
When there's him and Tony Stark are talking about ice cream and the Stark raving.
And that was in
mad
Infinity
or
War.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then they bring it back in that one where Hulk's eating his own ice cream. It's amazing.
Oh,
And it's
Because I think it was
big-ass tub.
Wong that says he likes the Hulka burning glove or whatever it's called. Nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Super dope.
I just watched Bill Burr's stand up, the Paper Tigers, his Netflix original
Oh.
stand up. Fucking watch it. Oh, it's good. Bill Burr's a gift to humanity when it comes to stand up. I don't want to go too much into it to spoil any of the jokes because I don't know how to talk about it without doing that. But if you like stand up, I highly recommend Paper Tigers by Bill Burr on Netflix.
Nice.
I did some other stuff, but it doesn't matter. Just watch that.
Super dope. Yeah, I got to check that out. That's on my list to do. I had an interesting week. Let's see here what I do. I did Spider-Man Far From Home, which was pretty nice. I just rewatched that again. Super great movie. I beat God of War, the last one, again because I fucking love the storyline in that one. And then I watched Titans season 2, episode 3, 4. I can't remember, but
Wherever they're at now.
wherever they're at, just keeping up on that. Super great.
What about you, Will?
I'm waiting to get back into Titans. Like I'll. It's what going to be 8 episodes this one or 10?
I'm not sure what the sequence is going to be. So you may know more than I do. I just don't know.
Okay, I just know that I'm waiting until they're like 5 or 6 deep, and then I'll try and get back into it.
They're basically coming out one per week at this point. So it's
Oh heck yeah! All right.
pretty great.
I watched John Wick 3 finally, and I rewatched the whole like trilogy before watching the third one.
Nice.
That was somewhat satisfying? Question mark.
Where do you have time for all this shit? How do you, as a father,
Dude, I sleep 5 hours a night.
Yeah, jeez.
I am not kidding you. That's how much sleep I get a night.
You're a
I
champion.
go to bed about midnight. I wake up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, golly, you're intense, bro.
And I've been doing that for years.
What a
And I'm
man.
probably gonna
Mighty
die
good
early.
man. We're all gonna die early.
Yeah.
We have
All right.
this show. Like,
The brightest sparks end up snuffing out the quickest.
Good
Uh,
one, bro.
I also watched
You're still going. Okay.
Godzilla King of Monsters.
oh, how was that?
That was pretty good. I was a little bit disappointed with how many monsters there were in it, but
It looked like there were going to be a lot just from the trailer.
well, and they mentioned in the movie that there's 17
the
Titans.
Godzilla monster universe, yeah, that's huge. There's a lot of them, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of
Um,
kaiju.
I thought Mothra was a badass
Mhm.
in the show, and I think if you're into those movies, I think it's worth a watch. If you're into giant monsters fighting,
I'm gonna watch it. It's on my list. I just haven't got to it yet, but
Yeah.
I do really want to watch it.
it's worth it. It's good.
Cool.
It's not terrible, but it's entertaining. And then
Oh my god, he's still going. There's more. I thought we were wrapping up. What?
lastly, I watched Between Two Ferns, the movie on Netflix.
Oh, I really want to watch
Okay,
that.
I
okay.
keep meaning to get to that. Yeah.
That introduced me to a different level of comedy from Zach Galifianakis or whatever. however he-
Damn, bro.
I don't care how you pronounce his name. He doesn't care how he pronounces his name.
Galifianakis?
Galifianakis.
Names and words
You
are
can
hard
do it.
for
I knew
Will
you could
today,
do
guys.
It introduced me to a new form of comedy from him, and
Did you ever watch the
It was-
interview show he did on YouTube?
I didn't even know that existed before the
shit.
movie.
Really?
And so
Oh,
I
you
just
missed
watched the
out,
movie
bro.
like flat
Okay.
out without having known that was like a previous thing that he did.
Uh-huh.
It was hilarious. It was great.
Well, that's an interesting way to go into it.
Yeah, that is super nuts. Like, have you you have Amazon
Okay.
Prime?
I used to for a little bit.
Okay, yeah, because you would be able to watch it on Funny or Die.
Oh,
like,
it's
on the
almost all
series.
on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Also
A
true.
lot of
Yeah.
it's on YouTube.
Oh, I went back after watching it, and then I watched it again with my wife, and she thought it was hilarious. And she doesn't like Zach Galifianakis. I can't do it.
Galifianakis.
Galifianakis. Also watch Live at
Galifianakis.
the Purple Onion. That's a
So
fantastic
good.
one.
Live at the Purple Onion.
One
Okay.
of the best. It's amazing.
Because yeah, we typically do not like his comedy, but this we found hilarious. And then yeah, afterwards
So-
we went back on YouTube and tried to find some of his older stuff, and yeah, it holds up. Like I like that form of comedy of his.
You know my
it's
joke
great.
where I'll take just about anything black and replace it with African American?
Yeah,
I
you're
stole that
racist.
from Zach Galifianakis, Live at the Purple Onion, and he goes, "Hoof, got so drunk last night I African Americaned out."
And there it is.
There it is. It's
There it
fucking.
is. There it is.
I've taken that and made it into my own in every other way I possibly can, but I can't take credit for it. I got it from
Yeah, absolutely. He
Zach.
does Galifianakis.
Galifianakis.
He does a great
Galifianakis.
absurdist style of comedy. No, yeah, it's fantastic.
Dude, his
man.
awkward, anxious humor it's great. But anyways, I think it's time to wrap up, huh?
Let's do it.
Yep.
All right. Well, Brew Crew, thank you so much for sticking along with us. Brewtain Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Nope.
Make sure you follow us on all things social media at Brewnomics. Join the Facebook group Brewnomics Brew Crew. Keep staying awesome. Drink good beer. Buy local. Recycle. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life.
Yeah, you do you, bro.
Just do whatever. Just don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be
Don't
dick.
be a dick.
All right. Love you. Cheers. I'm Jerry.
Paula.
Vic.
Will I am.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
We are out.
Cloudy 5000.
Bye, you two.
There it is.